We stayed at the Marmaris Bay Resort. It's down as being a Marmaris, but it's closer to Adequoy, from the 22nd of May to the 29th of May 2025, and we booked it with Jet2 Holidays as a package where everything was included: flight, hotel, transfers and luggage. We flew from Edinburgh. Lovely flight. We did, however, book a private transfer. I'll add the details in the comment. So it took 1 hour and 30 to get there rather than 1 hour and 45. Now, the transfers that people did with Jet2, they said they had a stop at a shop. We went there direct, but we had got drinks and things on board, and it cost us £40 from Delaman to there. This is a map of the resort. It's quite a large resort. As you can see, some of the rooms are quite far set back, and it is set on the side of the hill. So as you'll see in the videos, there are lots of steps. When we booked, it said maybe not suitable for people with walking difficulties. We are absolutely fine, but I don't think even we realised how many steps there was going to be. All the rooms are set out in 2 above, 2 below. I think there was the odd few that were 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom. And we had a ground floor room, but there were still steps to get to it. So we were in room 408. It was just booked as a standard room. Nice size balcony with an area for drying your clothes. We could see the sea just to the side, and it was lovely, very peaceful, very quiet. Little sofa there, bedside table and phone, and this is just a little thing that they gave us at reception with times and restaurants and all things like that. So I've just popped you that on. Telephone to phone reception. You can phone a golf buggy to come and pick you up. The golf buggy did bring us with our luggage to the room. Tea and coffee making facilities. TV, no English channels, but we never had it on. But if that's your thing, there is a USB port at the side of the TV. Minibar fridge, tis going home day. They left us large water every day, but then there was water cans a pop in the fridge. Now, storage was a problem. There was those 3 drawers and that wardrobe there, which is covered by a curtain. But that is it. So if you're going for 2 weeks, I'd just bear that in mind. You do get hotel towel pools, They gave you 2 cards and you just go and switch that. You do get a safe. It is a key safe. And there is a charge if you lose that key. We just found that a bit odd. We've not been somewhere with a key safe for a little while. Plenty of coat hangers. But like I say, there's not much drawer space. Bathroom was a little bit dated, but perfectly clean. They've got the usual amenities: soap, comb. There is a hairdryer built on the wall. Always lots of hot water. Towels were changed all the time, as I said, it was going home day. Bed was really comfy. Lights above the bed there as well, and a big light in the room, and just lovely. And again, these were how they were all lit at night, hidden between the trees. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the walk from our room. Like I say, we're 408, so actually we're not that far away compared to some of the others if you look on the map. And this was the walk to the beach. So I counted there's 9 steps there just to get down to this path, and this is where the golf buggies will go. If you phone down, they'll send one to pick you up, or you can get one down to the main reception. So again, more steps here. Some of the handrails are a little bit rickety, but overall it felt quite safe. Paths were the
exact same,
but as you can see, like the paved type, so they're not completely smooth. So again, if you're a little bit unsteady underfoot, I'd just be a little bit mindful. The walk was always beautiful. It's such a quiet resort, and because of how all the rooms are spread out, it felt very spacious. I think this was towards the end of our break, and the hotel was quite full. And as you can see, it never felt busy. I mean, the rooms go right up there to the top of the hill, and the golf buggies can go on these walkways, but obviously there's a few that they can't go onto. And if there's some benches outside reception, you can just sit on and get one from there. We never did it really, only for check-in day when we got the suitcases and we didn't really know where we were going. Lots of signposts with various room numbers and pools and where to go to. And overall it is quite a nice walk because you're always shaded, there's lots of trees, it's a very mature resort. As you can see, it's really pretty, but a lot of steps. We did feel like though when we'd had an extra ice cream or pizza, we were working it off a bit, so shouldn't grumble really. There's always some really beautiful views, no matter where you stood from. You can normally get a little glimpse of the sea or the pools. It really is a beautiful, peaceful place. We've both said we've not stayed anywhere so relaxing. Now this is the crepe area. Now they're already made up and she puts them in the little heated serving dish. You can't go and pre-order them, which we've been able to do before. And on the day we went, I think it was spinach and cottage cheese that she'd done. There is also a fridge there with yoghurt and water in. Now this fridge is filled with water everywhere that you can help yourself to, but a lot of these are closed up at night. Now this again, main path, this will lead all the way to reception, and this is sort of the first beach area. There is a ramp down and some steps and plenty of lovely sunbeds with big padded cushions, parasols, and really nice sand. Really beautiful bay. Water was lovely. It had been choppy that day, and that's, as you can see, that's about as choppy as it gets, but we felt they were quite well spread out in twos, and we could have got a sunbed at any location at any part of the day. Lots of showers, as you can see there, sort of built in, which look really lovely. Changing rooms. And then this is the sail bar, which is lovely. Sitting out to look out to sea. And the harbour there, which was beautiful. Always boats, huge yachts coming and going. But plenty of places to sit in the shade, or if you want in the sun. They did a few cocktails here, beers and all the soft drinks. But really nice little bar, really friendly staff as well. That's one thing we noticed here, really nice staff. The only thing we wish would have happened was when we checked in, we were given the sheet with times, but other than that we weren't shown around, but luckily it was the daytime. Now these are the toilets. They're open all the time, so you can either follow that path along and it'll take you back up, or you can go down here to the beach area that's not on sand. So this is all a bit of a pontoon if you'd like, and there are steps into the sea dotted around. Now the sea, it was really pebbly there, so we wore sea shoes, but it was really nice. There is a barrier showing you where you can go up to, and it was a lovely clean sea. Again, lots of beds spread out, changing rooms dotted around everywhere, and showers, so really clean, really tidy. And all these sunbeds did have mattresses on. I mean, that was just one night when we sat at sunset having a little drink at that sail bar. It was lovely. And that's the view over to that beach area that I've just shown you. The yachts were coming and going all of the time. Now you can carry right along that path and it'll take you where there are 2 yachts moored right off that pontoon, and you can hire those cabanas there. So this path carries along, all sunbeds dotted around, and there in front of us is the other bar, another beach area, and that's also the seafood a la carte. You get 1 a la carte stay per your break. So there is some stairs to the side of me that'll take you up to the vibrant pool, the restaurant, and there's another bar and the cake area. And again, the sea here, as you can see there, you can stand in it. It's quite calm because you're on the bay, and you can see the yachts coming and going. lovely. There's not as many sunbeds on this part of the beach, but again, we never had any trouble getting a sunbed anywhere at all. These little sitting areas dotted, and it was all done really well. Little swings out to sea there. On the right, you've got a little handbag shop. I didn't buy anything, so I don't know how reasonable it was. And the nighttime entertainment was just there on the left. There is a stage, and I'll show you a little view there. And that's where you can sit at night. So all really well done. It just looks so pretty as the sun set in the bar there. And all different seating as well there. Really beautiful. So this is the snack bar menu we eat here most days. It's all made fresh. You can order as much as you want. We'll make it up and bring it to you, and drinks as well. Really friendly, really nice food. And there is like a comfy sitting area, a bar area that looks out to sea, and then just normal sitting in the shade or in the sun. And service was really quick, really friendly. And the food was beautiful. You could have done it also in the restaurant, but we preferred it here. So that was the pizzas, really nice, catered for dietary requirements as well, and that was on the menu. And it was just so pretty, just looking out. That is the seafood restaurant. We didn't eat there, but that is where it is. There was comfy sitting as well. So there was lots of different areas to go and have a sit and have a drink. And this was where the main entertainment was at night. There was other bars open at night, but this is where the entertainment was. And it was table service as well. And cocktails were lovely. And if you found them too strong, you could just say, and they'd make them a little bit weaker. But so pretty, just looking out from all aspects of this hotel, no matter where you were stood. It was such a mature garden, and with the sea views, it was absolutely beautiful. So this is the walk from reception back up to our room. And like I say, you can sit on one of the benches just outside, and they'll take you up to your room in a golf buggy. But we always chose to walk. Lots of boards showing you what's where. And we'd just gone past the towel collection point. So you take your 2 towel cards and they'll give you 2 towels. Now we are actually a level above the reception here. So there's steps down there that'll take you to reception one side, and the steps the other side that'll take you to, there's a little supermarket and a shop selling clothes. Now we did buy a few bits from the supermarket. As always, it was on site, so it's a little bit dearer, but there isn't actually any supermarkets that you can walk to. You'd have to catch the Dolmus. So again, you can go just down some steps there. On the left, there's a barber's and a shop that sells honey and natural soaps. If you carry on up this ramp here, there's always lots of boards again, lots of maps showing you where the rooms are. And we're really quite close, really, because they are quite spread out. But if ever you've taken a wrong path or wrong stairs, there's always board showing you where to go. And like I say, we were on 408. So again, just lots of steps really, which were absolutely fine. We thought it added to it, but I'm just not sure if it's made clear enough when you book how many steps there are. Always very clean. Cleaners came in every day. There's always people out brushing up, collecting cups. They're really big on recycling as well, so there's all that, which is really good. And there's all the recycling bins everywhere, and then they've got a big station on the front showing you about the making sure that you recycle and dispose of rubbish as to not go in the sea. So lots of thought for the environment as well. And the sun, by the time we got to here, we were very relieved that we nearly made it to the top. But again, it was so beautiful, just all the views and the aspects, just really lovely. Nice mature gardens, and everything was really well labelled, so once you'd found your route to the beach and the pools and the restaurant, it was all quite easy. We tended, you can see the steps there, Cherry, we tended to go to this one. This was the relax pool. Now that's the side closest to the bar there, that remained in the shade for most of the day. There is a bar there, she serves everything that is served at the normal bar, and they had actually put cushions on all of those beds while we were there, and there is a few tables just down there by the bar as well if that's where you wanted to sit. Really was a lovely pool, but like I say, those trees did provide lots of shade. Now this is down by reception, that's where you caught the golf buggies from. Reception was really nice, really helpful. We did book a late checkout room, but you can only book that on the day as you go. Now that's a view from the restaurant looking over the Vibrant pool, which is this one. They have aqua aerobics and activities going on throughout the day. Really nice pool with sea view. Again, this is where the bar was, and where you go for cakes 4 till 5, and ice creams were available 4 till 5. Again, the pools were really clean, really nice. I'm 5'6", and I could stand up in all the pools all of the time, just to give you an idea how deep they are. And that pool actually was a walk-in as well. Now this is the restaurant, the main restaurant. Again, the views are beautiful. We'd read some really bad reviews about the food before we came. The food was brilliant. There was an Indian night, there was steak one night. There was always so much choice, lots of people on hand if you've got dietary requirements. Waiter service with drinks. And the view was just stunning, looking at the harbour, all the pools and the sea all around. It was beautiful. Breakfast in the morning, they'd come, see what drinks you want, they'd make them, bring them to you. And it really was amazing food. We cannot fault the food at all. At breakfast, you can have an omelette made, pancakes, all the usual things you would see. One night there was a violinist playing, and it was just beautiful. We did go to the Italian A la Carte. It was really nice. I had the steak. My husband had the calzone. Really nice. Lots of starters. You could ask for more if you wanted them. Changes. You do have to pre-book what you're going to be having as your main before you go. And you book that at guest relations. We had no trouble. We could have booked any of the a la carte. It was just that we wanted the Italian, that's the calzone there. And again, all waiter service and really nice, and that was just above the main restaurant. So this is actually the walk just outside the hotel. There is a dolmus, we caught it into Marmaris. It was 40 Turkish lira. They prefer you to pay on card as you get on the bus and tap. There is a timetable on that bus stop, but also if you ask at guest relations, they've got a timetable there as well. It was always pretty much on time, and in fairness, there wasn't that many people at the bus stop. You can get a water taxi. That was €15 per person return, and I think there was 4 times during the day that it went there and 4 times then come back. So those were the volleyball pitches on the right there. You've got some hammocks dotted around. There is a water sports centre down there as well, and all various other things around there. As you can see, all this bit's lovely and flat. When you actually get dropped off on arrival, they take you right up to reception. They do yoga there every day and various other little activities. And then up this side, they've got archery and staff car park. But it really is a nice little walk-in. And while signposted, we never struggled to find anything. There is a man on the gate all of the time. You have to give him your room number when you leave and your room number when you come back in. But we went into Marmaris quite a few times and we had no trouble. We actually got the Dolmus into Marmaris and then the water taxi one day from Marmaris round to Ishmael, just for a bit of a change really, and that was really good. The day we caught the water taxi from the hotel, we were the only people on it, so it felt like a private boat trip, and it took about 20 minutes to get round. The Dolmus again takes around about 15 to 20 minutes. And if you ask on there, they'll show you which stop, because you go off at the bus station if you stay to the end, and they'll show you which stop to catch it back and the times. Really, really easy. There's a little sitting area there where you can go and get books and things, giant chess area there. There is also a coffee station, but it was completely empty, and when we asked at reception if it was going to open, they said no, so not sure about that. That's the nighttime sitting area with the snack bar that you saw earlier. Again, never struggled to get a table. It was always really nice. That's where you can catch the golf buggies, and that is reception there, just on the right. Sitting in there, juices, gas relations, really friendly. There's always a board telling you the entertainment at night for the week and the times. There's also ones telling you about different fitness, like if you want to go and do yoga or Zumba, they're all on the board there. So that's the reception area. Those are the golf buggies that'll take you up. Barbers there, and the shop selling honey. Again, another little map, but also there is the timetable for the water taxis and the prices, which again was really good. Again, another little look there at the map. It is a very spread out resort. We would happily return. We've had a fabulous stay, so relaxed. Service was amazing, food was amazing. Yes, the room was a little bit tired, but for what you need it for, it was perfect. Very clean, comfy bed. And overall, it's just a really, really beautiful place that we would happily return to again and again. So any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments and I'll reply as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.